All right, how are we doing today? So this is your video on how to present information for your data analysis project, okay? So it is Wednesday. Hopefully you did your dot plots interactive lesson on Monday, and then you did the flipped classroom on dot plots and pie charts on Tuesday. So you learned how to do the dot plots and then you did them yourselves. So you are essentially done learning new things, and we are on to move to presenting everything that you've done. We're going to compile it all together. All right. So you put everything, all the work in, and now we're going to put it into a presentation. Okay. So shared with each and every one of you is a data analysis template. All right. And so each of you can edit right on here. You don't have to make a copy. This is yours. You can create it. And then when you're done with it, you'll turn it back in using Google Classroom. Okay. So what you're going to be doing is you're just going to fill this in. You don't have to create anything. You can do new backgrounds if you want. Obviously, you're going to have to type in your name and stuff and your information. But really, I don't want you adding or deleting slides. I don't want you changing the layout of it. You can just change like the theme over here. Like if you want to give it a different background color, boom, I'm fine with that. Okay. If you want to change some of the coloring or the font or anything like that, I'm cool with that too. If you want to insert pictures, be my guest, all right? But the layout itself, you can't mess with, all right? So all you're going to have to do is go through this thing and edit it accordingly. So you're going to data analysis project by you, put your name first and last, please. That's all you got to do for the first one. Second one, so you're going to give me a data description, okay? So in this, I want like, 3 to 5 sentences, not even, probably just 3 sentences that describe why you chose the data and what data you chose. So, for example, you could say, I chose to compare Montrose and Delta weather. I chose to do this because I live in Montrose and I teach in Delta, and so I thought this had some relevance. And maybe the third sentence would be, I also did this because it's a fairly easy topic, and I had a great website, something like that. Okay, so in this description, you tell me what you collected and why you collected it. Boom, 3 sentences out the door. Okay. This next one is your data collection. All right, so I need your 10 points. All right, so you need to put in, like if I was here, I'd write in like delta. So I'd write in delta. I'd write in my 10 points. I only wrote 4 points in here, okay? And then I'd write in Montrose and write my 4 points here. Remember, you need 10 total, okay? So I'm not going to just make up 10 points, but you're going to have 10 points. Remember, you got to have 2 sets of data comparing 2 different things. So I've got delta weather compared to Montrose weather, okay? And you can label these however you want, okay? And then if you don't know where that's at, you guys can go back to your table sets that you turned in last week, okay? You turned them in, you can go and look at them whenever you want. If you haven't done it yet, then you obviously are not even close to doing this, so you need to get it in, and you can just take it right from here. Okay? You've done all the work, ladies and gentlemen. Like, you shouldn't be doing any new work. All you should be doing is basically copying and pasting this information into this template. Okay? So we're not really asking you, excuse me, to do anything new. We're just asking you to literally just take what you've done and now put it into a presentation. Okay? So then the next thing you got to do is the fourth slide is you're doing measures of center. So you need mean, median, mode, range, and outlier for each of your data sets. Okay. So I can go back over here, and if I did all my work like you guys were supposed to, you should have your mean, median, mode, range, and outlier for each of your data sets. Boom. Copy it over and put it in here. Okay. It's easy. You're literally taking the information you've already done and you're plugging it in over here. Now, if you haven't done this yet, then yeah, you've got a lot of work. But if you've been on task and you've done everything we've asked you to do, this is going to be like the easiest presentation of your life. Okay? Next one, you need to do a histogram for each of these. If you did the 2 histograms and turned them into us, go back to that assignment and copy them in here. If not, attached to this Google Classroom assignment are the histogram websites. Okay, so you can go and redo your histogram. Okay, and those of you that did the histogram know it was really easy. You just typed in your points, hit enter, and took a screenshot. And when you take a screenshot, I'm going to teach you how to upload a picture real quick, okay? So if I want to do one, I think I even have one on here, guys. So I'm going to insert. So I click on where I want it. I'm going to go to insert, and I'm going to go to image. All right, and you're going to upload it from your computer because you took it. If you took a screenshot, that's where it's going to be. Even if you download it, that's where it's going to be. Okay, and oh, look at here, I still got one from when I practiced this. Okay, so I click on the screenshot that I want. I hit open. Boom, there it is. I can click and drag it over here, and I can adjust it. I can blow it up a little bit. I'm going to drag it down. Cover that complete box. Boom, there's one histogram. Okay, so remember, if I want another, insert, image, upload from your computer. Okay, whether you took a screenshot or you downloaded it, it should be right here, and then you got to find it. Okay, and then you can click and drag and do all that fun stuff. Okay, same thing for a pie chart. You need 2 different pie charts. Okay, and again, if you've done it, go and find the assignment where you did it. If you haven't done it, attached is the websites to creating a free pie chart. You can download it or you can screenshot it, and then you can do the same thing, insert image from computer. Okay, and then you need to do a dot plot, same concept, one for each. So you should have 2 pie charts, 2 histograms, 2 dot plots, and then the last thing, we're not making you do it box and whisker, you're welcome, Christmas came early. Okay, the last thing you're going to need to do is data summary. So in this data summary, it's a little different than the first one. You're going to tell us something you learned about your data, trends or some interesting things. Like right now, like the biggest trend I see in temperature is Delta's usually a little bit hotter. Okay, anywhere from 2 to 10 degrees hotter than Montrose. That'd be a trend. And all I did is look at my data set. Boom, boom, I just compared it. Okay. I also know that another trend is that this week especially, Montrose has not got nearly the precipitation, meaning rain or snow, that Delta has. It'd be interesting to see what that is like long term. So you're just going to talk to me about some simple things that you learned or that you can tell from your data by collecting them. Why else would you collect 2 sets of data? Just because you need to be comparing them. So what did you learn when you compared them? Okay, let's say this is let's make it, 3 to 5 sentences max. I don't want a whole paragraph. I don't want a whole essay. I guess I kind of want a paragraph, but I don't want a whole essay. Okay, something simple that talks about what did you learn. Okay, what did you learn about your data? All right, so when this is all said and done, then you can fancy it up over here with your different themes. You could insert some pictures if you wanted to, add a little personal touch to it. But then when you're done, guys, you're just going to turn around and turn this in back to this assignment. Okay, this is going to be due Friday. If you go back to your Google calendar here, we're going to start it Wednesday, and you have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to finish it. Okay, 3 days to get this done. That is plenty of time. So there is absolutely no excuses for this not to be done on time, let alone done very well. So those of you that are panicking a little bit, maybe you didn't do the dot plots and pie charts on Tuesday, or maybe you didn't do the histograms last week, I don't know, then you have time to get it done. You need to go backtrack and go get some of that done. If you are at the very beginning and you haven't even attempted to collect data yet, then yeah, you've got some work to do in the next 3 days, and we're always here for you. If you're with Mr. Holmes, you can contact him and we can get you going. If you're with me, same thing, or Mr. Carlton, you guys know we're here for you. You need to ask for help, and we will absolutely be here for you. Okay? Hope you're having a good week. We miss you guys. Feel free to ask any questions if you want. But I think this is going to be a nice touch to finalize our data here. Okay? Have a great day. Bye.